Hello guys, welcome to my channel. And if you're new here in my channel, my name is Eda. I'm a poultry farmer. I'm based here in Kenya, a place called Tigoni. Tigoni is a very famous or popular area because it's the coldest region in my country. It gets here so cold, really cold. But guys, we are used to that environment since, like, for me, I was born here. Yes. And guys, today I'll be taking you step by step with how to prepare a brooding house. Yes, I'm a very happy farmer, guys. I'm happy to announce to you guys that I'll be bringing in a new set of birds. And I already made the bookings from the hatchery, and the hatchery has already confirmed the delivery date. So now we need to start preparing the brooding house and make sure everything is set for the birds. And before straight to the point, guys, I'll also like to share something I've noticed concerning this our poultry farming business. Poultry farming business, guys, it's supposed to be a merry-go-round. It's supposed to be like a merry-go-round, and it's good for farmers. Also for me, it's good, like, the minute like you have a batch of birds which is about to retire, it's also very important to be having a batch of birds which is about to lay eggs. All has started already laying eggs. This is for the consistency of the farm. And this is also because there is no time you'll tell your customers, there's no time you'll tell those people you're supplying eggs to you don't have stock. They look for someone else who has that consistency, and before you know it, maybe that customer was taking 5 trays of eggs every day, you've lost them. So poultry farming is supposed to be like any other business. For example, a shop. The minute you notice your stock is running out from the shop, you restock your shop. So also poultry farming business is supposed to be like that. Quality you're selling to customers, eggs, it's very important in your farm. Each and every time your farm is running, make sure, my fellow poultry farmers, make sure you have eggs in your farm. I've experienced this. My first time I started poultry farming, I remember when I only had 300 birds. I remember so green in this environment. I remember when my birds retired, I had not brought in another batch of birds, and those customers who we had created a relationship with, I lost them. But to make sure you spray all these corners, because most of the time termites, they are hiding in these corners. pouring a little bit of sawdust. We are preparing the beddings for the chicks. So we'll first pour a little bit of sawdust and spread in the brooder. I don't want to pour too much sawdust because my other brooding, I made a mistake of pouring too much sawdust, and now our home is very dusty all the time. Because of the sawdust. So I'm spreading the sawdust. This sawdust is trees wastage. It comes from the trees. So we buy it from those people who make furniture most of the time. They're the ones who sell for us this sawdust. So guys, this one I'm pouring is Miranda. I don't know how it's called in English. It is still wastage from wood. So we are spreading it. So after this, we need to disinfect the shed again, because we don't know what the Miranda is carrying. Maybe also it's carrying germs. Because when the chickens, they are small, they're very sensitive. When the chicks are small, they're very sensitive, so we don't know what the Miranda is carrying. So we need to disinfect it. Then put newspapers down to avoid them eating this Miranda, because you know when they're small, they don't know how to differentiate between this wood wastage and food. So to avoid them feeding on this wood Miranda, we'll put newspapers. I guess this one is enough. Now it's very dusty, even I wish I wore a mask, but it's okay. So our brooder is almost done. Only now disinfecting, then put newspapers, then it's done. We'll start preparing now the drinkers, the feeders, we need also to disinfect them. We will be receiving our chicks tomorrow, so this is last minute preparation. Yes, tomorrow we'll be receiving another batch of chicks. And we are happy farmers, eh? Disinfect the maranda and the soda because we don't know what is inside. Maybe it has insects, parasites, germs. So you need to disinfect it and leave it to dry. So we are disinfecting it with our Norafriends. Also, we need to disinfect the shed for the last time. Then we are going to leave it for 1 day for it to dry. Then tomorrow we are going to put newspapers when it's dry. Hello guys, now we are putting these sacks so that we can maintain the room temperature for the brooder. So that we can maintain the room temperature for the brooder. Yeah, that's why we are putting the sacks to keep the brooder warm. Hello guys, so this is how it's looking like. After putting the shandarua or sacks, let me show you from outside. Guys, so from outside it's looking like this. We're also doing this so that the brooder won't be so cold, to avoid cold air from going inside. Because also from where I come from, it's very cold. So this is how it's looking like from outside. We are here, we are back here at the brooder. We were waiting for it to dry up since the last time we disinfected, and now I can see the brooder is already dry. So it's time to put our newspapers. Okay, for me I do use newspapers as brooders beddings, but there's a brooding paper. For now we don't have the brooding paper. That's what most people use. So, because we don't have the brooding paper, we are going to use our newspapers. So, I'll spread my newspapers. I'll try and arrange as nice as possible so that they won't come out. Because you know when the chicks, they are praying, they might come out. So, I'll try and press them in a way that they're not going to come out. Also, if you don't have newspapers, I see some people using sacks. You can also put sacks But it's not recommended to use sacks because sometimes the chicks, when they're a little bit big, they start removing the strings. And the strings, they are poisonous, so it's not advisable also. But some people, I see them using sacks. But for me, I prefer using newspapers, since the brooding paper is a little bit problem. You know, you also need to look for ways to save as much as possible. So tomorrow we are so excited. Tomorrow we are going to be receiving our chicks. We can't wait. We can't wait, guys, to welcome them to their new home. Yeah. And we will start the journey from there. So I'm trying to place the newspapers in a way. I'm just pressing them down. Then I'll come and straighten them up and try and fix the way they're not going to come out. So for now, I'm just pressing them down. I'll make sure, guys, I show you the last results, how it's going to look like. Yes, I'm going to update you. In each and every step I'm going to take, I'm going to be updating you guys. Yeah. We are preparing a shed for them, and since for now we don't have space. The only space we have, it can only fit 400. So that's what we are working with. But guys, I know with time we are going to have bigger space. Because when I started this poultry farming business, I had a vision. And my vision is to have a bigger farm. For now, I can't complain, but my vision is to have a bigger farm. So I'm trying to place my newspapers in a way. I just want, first of all, to be sure that they're going to, the newspapers I have, they're going to fit this brooder, then I'll start fixing. In a way they won't come out. I'm not so good in pressing them, so don't criticize what I'm doing, eh? Don't criticize what I'm doing. Just wait for the last results, eh? I want to make sure I have enough newspapers. If I don't have, I want to go and look for other newspapers so that I'll make sure they can fit the brooder. Hello guys, so this is the last outcome. So this is how our brooder is looking like. So now we are waiting for the chicks. Guys, this is the final result. This is how the brooder is looking like.